Bless up, everybody. It's the quarantine alert with B-App. Shout out B-App for making this making this happen. Talking to trillions of people around the world through the B-App. Because B-App be about that. You know what I'm saying? And I've been blessed to not only stay home and stay safe, but enjoy family time. And speaking of family time, I got a family member that we about to bring to the B-App. He's an icon. He's a legend. He's a big brother of mine. I'm the godfather of his beautiful daughter. And this is somebody I truly love and respect, and somebody that just always co-signed me from day one, So it's family for life. I introduce you to Joey Crack, a.k.a. FatJoe, a.k.a. Don Cartagena, a.k.a. TS, a.k.a. Quarantine at its finest. Joe Crack.
Thank you for that introduction, Khaled. Thank you for that.
All love. It's all
such
love,
a legendary introduction. I appreciate it. I'm honored, but you all right. This is quarantine.
No,
we almost on 3 months.
So is it 2 months or we on 3 months now?
Nah, me and you, we about 2 months and 3 weeks. Real talk.
Well, the blessing is you got a bald head, so you only have to worry about the beard and to trim it down here and there. So, you know what I mean? You got it good.
Nah, I'm lucky, man. You know what happened was I was growing the beard like you, and it bothered me. And so I called Rich the barber. Rich the barber told me, yo, I left clippers in your house. And then I FaceTimed him. He showed me how to cut with the clippers. And that was it. I've been cutting ever since.
Yeah, now I'm letting mine grow out. I do a little trim on under the neck yonder, and just to keep it fresh. I'm just gonna let it grow out because I figured through this quarantine, if we gonna get a haircut, obviously it's just to feel good, because really we can't go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So what I was in the way I'm doing it, so when I do get my first cut, and I know that we can go out with some type of safety, it's gonna feel like the most.
I know you gonna have a line like this. You gonna fly homeboy in from Jersey.
Oh,
he gonna do the line like.
I'm gonna go crazy with it. But Joe, you know what I'm gonna do? Because we're gonna tell some stories. We're gonna be kicking it. But I'm gonna come out the gate because I never asked you this, and I've never seen this on the internet or nothing. Like I might have, but I don't think I have. Straight out the gate, top 5. Who was Joey Crack's top 5 greatest MCs? Like your top 5.
It changes all the time. Definitely Jay-Z, Biggie, Big Pun. So I got Jay-Z, Biggie, Big Pun. That's when it all gets funny to me.
It's an incredible 3, though. It's a powerful 3.
Nah, it's a powerful 3. I think it's a powerful 3. I mean, from there on, I wouldn't know. If I stood true to what I really believe, I would say KRS-One and LL Cool J. If I stood true, that's it.
I mean, that's the only way to do it. And those are 2 powerful. What I like about your top 5 is the eras. If you think about it, Biggie, Biggie was a certain era, Jay-Z was a certain era, and Pun was a certain era. If you think about it, like those 3, then LL and KRS-One were certain eras, meaning as in KRS-One was the foundation and one of the most incredible MCs. He's one of mine too. Then LL opened it up. Then you had Biggie. That, you know what I'm saying? Then you had Jay-Z. Was Jay-Z and Pun around the same time? Like, I mean, obviously they were.
Jay-Z is a little bit after Biggie, around my era when I first started FloJo.
All right, so that's an incredible top 5. Through this quarantine, man, I got a chance to obviously check out Jopra Show. The Jopra Show is just been the Fat Joe Show. You know, the stuff that you've been doing on social media has been incredible because, you know, I know you as a brother, and it's to watch you kick it and tell these stories. I was so excited when we were on this B app. I said, nobody tells stories better than Joe Crack. It's just impossible. Don't even try to go against it. Don't even try to duplicate it. It's not happening. Nobody's going to tell you the story better than Joe Crack. You know what I'm saying? And I got to hear like the story recently that you just told about making What's Love. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I remember when you put that record out, and I actually remember when you recorded it. And I remember how excited, like, you was like, yo, we got the biggest hit ever. This before it even came out. Like, I remember when you cut it, just, you know, you in the car, like, yo, we got the biggest hit. And I didn't even know, and I might have forgot, but I didn't know J-Lo was supposed to be on the hook. Like, it was, you know what I'm saying? And then you end up keeping Ashanti. But I do remember Ashanti on Big Pun's record on that album. And I loved that song. I forgot the name of the song. I love that song. And then so from that song, you just end up loving her? Or did you know that was the same girl when you got the track with the hook?
From that song, I ended up loving her. But when they pressed play, it was What's Love, like what we hearing.
Right.
So, you know, I believe in like if it's a hit, it's a hit. Like, don't mess it up. Don't do nothing else to it. So Irvin was like, yo, we're gonna make it a Latino explosion and this and that. And of course it would have been big with J-Lo, but it sounds so incredible. So I told him, let's keep Ashanti. You know what I mean? But they didn't give me no fuss about it. It was like, you sure you want Ashanti? I was like, yo, leave Ashanti. You know, she sound too dope on there. And
so was Ashanti, I know, but was Ashanti established as in have her own records out yet at that time?
She wasn't big yet. She wasn't big. That was around the time that record and her record was the first time she blew up. Like, it was like she dropped her single and What's Love at the same time. Both of them blew up.
So I feel like obviously they, you know, Irv, when she as an artist on the Irv's label, obviously they believed in her, but she was also a powerful songwriter and also somebody that they use to sing some of, you know, if Ja wrote something or she wrote something, they use her beautiful voice and also had a vision of her being an artist. So that record basically cracked open it up a lot quicker.
Yeah, it cracked open. I mean, I can't take credit for her success, but it definitely helped that she had 2 number ones back to back. Like, you know what I'm saying? That was a number one, then the other one was a number one. And it's crazy because Ja was telling me about the story. I think because I'm real, he that's crazy. Ashanti just texted me, bro, I've been listening to this interview over and over again all day from yesterday. So Ja told me he did the Ain't That Funny, and then he said he fell asleep. And when he woke up, Ashanti had the verses done and everything for the joint. So they wrote that big song for J-Lo. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, he fell asleep when he woke up. The verses was incredible, and it was on.
That's crazy. Yo, I never asked you this too because, you know, you got so many hit records. It's like, and tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? You always do, no? But just lean back, what's love? But and the question is, you would have to erase one and take it away. But you had to take one. If somebody came in the studio and said, yo,
I keep
what's
lean
love,
back.
and here's lean back.
I keep lean back over any song. What's Love was number one in America. It was a huge song. It's big to this day. People love it, love it, love it. But that just, when you hear that, bam, 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 it's a massive pop hit, mainstream hit, but it's really ghetto street. So, you know, that combination is just too much. What's Love? When I dropped What's Love, I didn't see Black or Spanish people for like a year and a half. that song had like a Pitbull Flow Rider effect. What's Love? It was just white people. I mean, thank God. Arenas. Denver, Oklahoma, you know, but sold out arenas. What's that joint? Z100 be throwing jingle balls, all the jingle balls around there.
You know what's so beautiful about your career, you know what I'm saying? You know, some people have to go in the studio and try to make a record that go pop culture. And there's people like us that just be us that automatically is pop culture. Meaning as in, you know, we blessed that everybody love us, everybody love our music, and we can rip down any stage, anywhere, anytime. And we're blessed to be able to, you know, get the big tickets, you know what I'm saying, when you touch the big stadiums and arenas. And I think, you know, as an artist, you know what I'm saying, that's what we strive to do when we break down the doors, you know, because we want our music to be heard globally, everywhere, every radio station, every platform, you know, just, and that's what you did with What's Love, a Lean Back. But let's go right now. Let's go to 3 years ago, if not mistaken, all the way up. How long ago was that? 3-4 years ago?
About 3 years ago, turning into 4 years.
So all the way up, how long you been in the game?
Yo, Khaled, 25 years. Yo, Khaled, I played it for you first.
No, I know. I mean, Joe, I got everybody's watching. This is me interviewing Joe Crack is like.
So you're saying,
I know all the
answers. All right. Y'all got Khaled. Get
Joe, this is the B app. Yo, Joe, see on the B app, we bout that. And
we love B app.
Yeah, B app, you know, gets a chance for me to kick it with it said DJ Khaled and friends, and you know, this is what it's about. So it's not like a one of them interviews where it's just like, yo, you know, what do you think about this and that? This is something like, these are real stories, real events, real answers, real vibes. And the reason why I brought up All the Way Up is because I remember when we performed that All-Star weekend, well, actually at the All-Star game. And I just came out with Shining, and you had All the Way Up. And it was just a special time, you know, around that time for me, for you. And I feel like it's the game, period. Meaning as in like, it's just so dope how.
Can I say something?
Oh, sure. Go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
So I was in Noble with you. And Noble got like this, like they play this playlist. And that's when you heard the beat to Shining first. You pulled out your phone and you Shazammed what was the original of Shining.
Right.
Then I was in your house in LA, and you got this record done in like 2 days with Beyonce and Jay-Z. And we was rushing it so you could let it go for the Grammys. Yeah. And all that happened so fast, but I was actually with you every day to see that happen. And it's a legendary record, Shining.
Yeah,
crazy.
That first of all, just to do a record with the Queen and the King, you know, J and B, and they haven't did a record together in a while.
Nobody does that.
So yeah, that felt good. I remember when you came to LA and you came, and I was like, yo, and I played it for you upstairs, and you was like, man, this is the joint that the sample you heard. Because you know, a lot of people don't realize that, you know, when I go out to different cities or restaurants, you know, I be hearing like, and for instance, that record Shining, I heard like the sample, and I was like, man, what's that? That's gonna be one of my singles. I already knew it. And for that to come to light like that, and you know, the way I started the record, I said I worked my whole life for this, and I meant that because, you know, that's J and B on one record. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've never seen nobody do that besides them. No, I'm being honest. Like, John might.
Nobody can get that. No.
It's not about nobody just get that. I'm just saying it was a special time in my life. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, when I was 100 years old.
You've had a stressful life your whole life. I've never seen you unstressed. And it's like that record you put out one time, Suffering from Success. Because every time I see you, I know when you on to something, you walk away, you get up from the table, you talking, you know, and that's why you where you at, because you're very aggressive the way you work. And I also think you don't allow yourself to believe that you can have a free hit that feels nice. You always feel like you got to be stressed out. Like right now, you can get your hair cut, but you're going to be on quarantine mode. Yo, I'm on Corona. I got the beard. Like you like doing this to yourself.
Well, everybody that's tuned in right now, you know, when Joe say stressed out, it's like I push myself to a limit, to a point where I never get comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Even when things are comfortable. You know what I'm saying? And Joe, we all the same in certain ways where we motivate each other. And like right now, you know, I ain't got no haircut, but I'm being safe. I am being safe. But at the same time, it also is some motivation, you know, while I'm in album mode, while I'm in what we're gonna do past the pandemic. You know, it all connects to, you know, they call it inflicting stress on yourself. You know what I'm saying? But
hey, Khaled, you got the terminology?
Well, somebody told me that one day. They're like, Cal, you're inflicting stress on yourself. You know what I'm saying? I was like, nah, you know what? You know, Joe, I feel like I'm Michael Jordan.
Ooh, talk, Khaled.
No, I really do. I think I did an interview the other day. I was like, yo, I feel like I'm Michael Jordan. You know, I always push everybody around me to be great. You know what I'm saying? I push my team, let's go. I ain't gonna ask somebody to do something I ain't did or done. You know what I'm saying? I'm always gonna push my guys around me, everybody that work with me. Yo, we gotta be great every single day. We gotta go hard. We gotta win. So it might feel like a different type of energy at that moment. But when we get the victory, we all can come together and say, you see what I'm talking about? And the thing is, the only difference with us is we don't stop.
Can't stop. We only live here once. And we got to make our mark. And for us, it's all about legacy and longevity. And how can we adapt? And so you was ahead of time when you did the Snapchat, you did, you know, Instagram. You saw the importance of media and social media ahead of time. You know, and if we want to be in the now, you know what I mean? We got to be relevant and be open to new ideas and new ways of doing things and taking your legacy a different way. And that's what you done. That's what I just got on to when I do my little show. Just finding a way to move with the times. You know, some people, they get stuck at a time.
You know, speaking of that too, you know, you've been a music exec. You signed one of the biggest artists ever. His name is Big Pun. You put me on, getting my first record deal, Remy Martin, and numerous producers like Cool and Dre. You know, you've helped so many people, but besides the music, you know, I see, well, I know millions of people are tuned in, so I know, but I got to let them know. They might not know, Joe. What I'm saying is you're also an entrepreneur. You own a chain of stores called Up in NYC, which is got sneakers, apparel. Explain the whole Up in NYC and explain how it's growing. Every year, you tell me there's a new one popping up. And just explain the whole brand.
Well, I'm a sneaker collector. I love sneakers. Since I was a kid, I was addicted to sneakers. I grew up so poor that we didn't have money to buy sneakers. But I would admire them on everybody else. And then I finally got to the level of where I could buy sneakers. I would buy sneakers. Then when I got more money, I would really collect sneakers. So I own thousands of pairs of sneakers. Just it's an addiction to me. I love them. I collect them. And so the natural progression or the transition was to open a sneaker store because all the kids know, yo, Joe collects sneakers. He loves sneakers. So we built the store uptown in Uptown Washington Heights. It's called Up NYC. Also, all the way up was like #1 at the time. So it was like all the way up and uptown. and it's a place we built in the middle of the hood where we built it white marble, gold chandeliers, diptyque candles. This is in the middle of the hood. It looks like something that belongs in the Hamptons, but in the middle of the hood. And you know, for years, kids been spending their money in the urban communities, but been getting treated less than. My job was to make a store that reflected excellence, but also community. Because you know, we give back to the schools, we give back to the every baseball, basketball team in the area and every school. We ran an initiative last year. So I said to myself, Khaled, I said, what can I do? Like if I was FatJoe, wild for the night, young kid, 12 years old, what would make me do better in school? So we ran a program with the Bronxboro president, Ruben Diaz, in like 4 schools, I think 8 schools in total, where we set a class all together, a homeroom class that got the best behavior, best attendance, best reading, and most improved grades. We'll give them all a free pair of Jordans. And turned around the class clowns, the bullies. They became the smartest kids in the class and kept everybody together. So their grades and everything went up tremendously because, you know, these kids, they love sneakers. They just couldn't really afford them. So when we gave them the opportunity to do the Up NYC initiative, the empirical data shows that these guys, you know, and it shows themselves, you know, them fighting for these sneakers in that contest. It showed them that they had abilities they didn't even know they had. So that's in a nutshell. You know, we keeping that sneaker culture alive, and we also bringing something to the community that's dope.
No, I love that because, you know, it's important. You know what I'm saying? You know, we come from music, and our music, we represent, we live and breathe and born hip hop. You know, that's what we do. We hip hop. But to be able to have Up in NYC clothing store / sneaker store, that's hip hop. You know what I'm saying? If it's us opening up a restaurant, it's still hip hop. If it's us, you know, whatever we do, it's always hip hop. And that's what I love. And I always try to tell everybody I work with, while you get in it, you should always find something else to expand your brand while you got your music out, and it helps promote the next hit. Your Up NYC is another hit record.
It is. You know what I'm saying? And the kids come in there and they say, yo, I'm in FatJoe's store. Right. And while they find sneakers and it's relevant in the hood. So they like, yo, where you going? FatJoe's store. Yo, FatJoe. And the thing is, people can make it successful, but people run away from the hood. I'm not like that. I'm the type of guy, I made it out the hood, but I want to come back and help others. And just the people who work for me, they got such a sense of pride, Khaled. Like they so proud that they work for us, and we treat them all like bosses. Like they all, you know, get treated like, you know, FatJoe is the best boss in the world. Like if you're doing your job, there's nothing to talk about. There's nothing to argue about. There's nothing. Do your job, y'all blessed. Everybody's good. And man, I'm proud. I'm really proud of that. Thanks for bringing that up.
I love that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like people need to know more about that because it's incredible and it's inspiring, it's motivated, and it's incredible. I seen the other day a tweet, and I was shocked. When I say shocked, it was not like shocked, like I don't believe it. I know it's true, but I've known you for over 20-something years, or 25, 27, I don't know. And I've never seen, they said a tweet, FatJoe plays a snippet of the Biggie FatJoe album.
You didn't notice?
Was a tweet a hype, or you really played something?
I played something.
Sure, don't do that. So you never ever put that. I swear on everything. I didn't even go investigate it on my phone to like see if it's true. Cause I'm like, you know, it's probably one of them internet headliners to make you.
So you know, Khaled, I was making an album with Biggie, and Biggie told me, yo, I'm the Black Don, you the Latino Don, and we gonna do an album, and we gonna go bad on everybody. And it was a young wild for the night FatJoe. So like it's in the middle of the East Coast, West Coast beef. And everybody just know it was East Coast, West Coast beef. It was war 26 years ago. It's not my feelings now, but at the time, you know, I was backing up Biggie. So we was doing music that should not get heard in modern day. It was like this and, you know, it was war.
No, but
So,
but besides the story, do you have something?
I'm gonna tell you the story. So I've been saying this thing that me and Biggie was making an album for like 20 years. And then sometimes I say stuff and I don't believe it, right? So 2 days ago, I get a text from D-Dot, Derek Angeletti's.
Yeah.
And he goes, yo, Joe, I've been looking for this for years. I thought you might want to hear this. And I press play, and it's the song, one of the songs with Biggie. So it's the intro. You hear, yo, that beat? It's
Hold
like that.
Hold on. So D-Dot found the song?
Yeah, he found the song. He said been looking for years for it. Not a song. It was like 6 songs. We was making an album, Khaled. But he sent me a snippet of the song. But he played the intro. And then the beat's incredible. But I'm going to send it to you. But he ain't send the Biggie vocals. So I hit him back like, yo, let me get the version with the Biggie. And now, he's been real nervous on letting that go. Because, that ain't supposed to go. You know what I mean? It's like dissing guys and shit. Energy we don't need now.
No.
But he sent me a snippet of it.
We don't want that. We don't want that. We definitely don't want that energy. But the blessing is that y'all two, because you always told the story. So he actually found vocals of a Joe Crack and Biggie.
He got it. Yes, he has it. Yes. I have the snippet of it. I'll send it to you later.
Yo, I have to hear it, Joe. I got
No, it sound like the Biggie, like the today's agenda. When I'm in the center, tell them I'm sent you. Yeah. It's that. It's one of those. I'm ready to ask him for the beat alone, 2020, because nobody got beats like that. It's like the beats, like the Biggie beats, like
vintage shit that could never be made ever again.
Never made again. It sounds just like that, like it came out of that batch.
When you listen to records like Life After Death, albums like that, like Biggie Victory, that whole era of beats, it's crazy because they're so incredible and timeless. I haven't heard nobody ever to this day even come close to making them type of beats. I'm talking about when it comes down to that sound. It's
got the sound.
So it's one of them sounds.
So I played it for B-Dot with B-Dot that's with Rap Radar and Elliot Wilson. So he got a show called Artifacts where you could show stuff, the jacket I wore on What's Love or whatever. But I told him, yo, you so blessed, you got a serious artifact. So I told him the story and I played it for him. But the beat is the Biggie beat, that era, that sound.
Man, text me that. I want to hear that snippet.
If Azzy was here, because she got a copy of it, I would have just played it right now. Azzy! Oh, she's in the shower.
Okay. Yo, we was about to get a serious B-app. Biggie.
Mommy, did I send it to you?
Biggie and Joe Crack. I've known Joe for so long. I've never heard it.
I never had it either. I just woke up the other morning and he sent me a snippet.
No, I seen a tweet and I was like, let me call Joe. But then I was like, no,
I was excited because, a lot of times, Khaled, we've been around a long time. And our life is pretty exciting. And I tell stories that sometimes they're unbelievable. Like literally, I don't believe it. That's why I don't tell most stories, because it's like, I don't believe that. So I've been telling people like, I was making an album with Biggie, and no one ever said he didn't make an album with Biggie. Like, all the D-Rocks, all the Puff, they all know like, yeah.
So what was Puff saying at that time
Oh no, he was with it. It was all. We did it in Daddy's house. It was 100% a go.
So somebody got them reels.
I think D-Dot Angeletti's got it, but it ain't good. It ain't good. It's too much.
I know. I see what you're saying. It's like
it ain't not for now. Not for the peace and equality that we deal with.
No. It's all about.
You know, me and you. We the United Nations of peace.
No, it's about the love. It's about the love, and people learn. No, it's about it for real. And the thing is, you know, the blessing is that, you know what I mean, you got to be in the studio with him and really not just know him as a incredible artist, but like really cut records with him, you know what I'm saying, and really have a relationship with him.
You know, I was there with Biggie when he being hypnotized.
So when he was in the studio, he was cutting the vocals.
I was with him, all day with him when he made and created Hypnotize. I was in the studio hanging out with him. Like Juan be with you, I was in the studio when he made Hypnotize. Biggie, 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 can't you see? Sometimes your words just hypnotize me. And I just love y'all. I was in the studio. So from 12 noon to 1 o'clock, he had 10 Italian girls come to see him. From 1 o'clock to 2, 10 Jamaican girls. From 2 to 3, 10 Chinese girls. From 2 to 10 black girls. Biggie was I didn't even understand this. Like, I didn't understand. Like, it was like, yo, the women just want to come see Biggie. Like, they want to be in the studio with Biggie. He's smoking 100 blunts. He drinking Mad Moet, chilling, and Hypnotized. Shit is in the background, the beat.
So when he was cutting that record, like, you know, you as an artist, you know when you got one. Like, was he like saying we got one?
Well, you know, I wasn't. Yeah, we knew that from jump. But you know, I'm not gonna lie to you, Biggie definitely at that time, even now, but at that time, he was on another level than FatJoe. So other than FatJoe was a real dude, tough dude. I wouldn't understand why he wanted to do a duet album with FatJoe, because Joe was in the streets at the time, running through crazy. But other than that,
I'm gonna be real with you. Not because you're my brother, but I could really hear a FatJoe Biggie album at that time, meaning as in when Joe Crack was in them streets heavy like that, and Biggie was, was in the streets, but then also Blue. I could hear the Don Cartagena with the Notorious. I can hear that. I'm really thinking about Joe Crack in was it Joe Crack in the MPV time?
MPV, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that means you was wearing on the regular camouflage jacket and Timberlands.
With hoodies.
Regular.
And he was wearing hockey jerseys. It was that time. But let me tell you something. The man, I'm gonna tell you an ill story right now. I'm in the studio with Biggie Daddy's house, and Busta Rhymes comes in with Split Star. And he said, yo, let's play something. And we like, yo, hold up, Bust. Bust is like, nah, I gotta play you this. And we put it on and we blasted. And it was the chum chum chum. Chum chum chum. Chum chum chum. And then Busta goes, when it's in it playing, and then what you saying, y'all, silly with the and Split starts doing the hype, and they start rolling over the board. They go under the speaker. We lost it.
No, hold on. He played that in your studio session?
No, in Biggie's studio. I was hanging out with Biggie. I used to hang out with Biggie.
No, so you saying Busta played it for Biggie and Joe Crack before it came out?
Yes. First time we ever heard it.
So if I call Busta Rhymes after we get off your bus, Joe, I believe you.
Hopefully he remembers.
I would never disrespect you. I believe you. Does he remember?
Hopefully he remembers.
No, because that's a beautiful
that's
story.
a fact, though. But listen, me and Biggie heard it for the first time. We start jumping up and down, grabbing each other. It was a smash. Never seen no shit like that in my life. It was so incredible. We jumping up and down. Ah!
That's crazy, man. And this is in Daddy's house?
Art Daddy's house.
That's a legendary studio, huh?
Oh yeah, man. They was cooking in there. It was a different level, man. He had the Hitman. He had him in every studio. Then he made that room ahead of time, like your house, with the white furniture,
Oh
white
yeah, I've been in there.
rugs,
Yeah.
white curtains. You know, ahead of time, he built a room that looked like it was in Miami.
Yeah,
And we ain't never seen nothing like that in the concrete jungle.
now you're right. I just thought about that because when I go to Daddy house, I've been there before, and I remember that the 2 rooms, but also that
Oh no, he
room you're
got that
talking about.
exclusive over there.
Right. So I mean, but if you think about back in them days, your man was so ahead of time with the flyness and always, you know what I'm saying, being an innovator, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's taking shit to the next level. You know what I'm saying?
Big time. He's always been like that since day one. Puff's always been like that, man. He's always been ahead of his time. He always been on a sexy vibe. He always, we didn't know about going to the Hamptons, white parties, everybody dressed in white. Everybody, man, we used to live for that, man. Me and Lordy used to go out there like, yo, no posse, no nothing. Just, we knew when to go to Puff Daddy shit too deep. Me and Lorena, or maybe Raul with us, dressed in white.
Yeah.
We up in there having a great time. He are by far the best parties I've ever been to are Puff Daddy parties.
Who is FatJoe listening to that's new? You consider new, just new heat, new artists, new. It's new vibe. Who Joe Crack saluting and seeing like, yo, this person's doing it big.
Travis Scott. I listen to him a lot with my daughter. I mean, Drake is an OG now, considered to these young kids, but I listen to a lot of Drake, a lot of Travis. I like West Side Gunna and the Griselda Boys. I also like the Baby, Lil Baby, and Gunna.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's a good lineup. I love everybody that you name.
I like the girl too, the Doja Cat.
Yeah, I congrats. She had her and Nicki had a #1 Hot 100. I've seen that. You know what I'm saying?
That's
good.
Fast.
Yeah.
So what happens is she put out one record that was dope. Like you can see it from the back, and the next one she came out, boom! This girl's she's a problem. She came like that video. She right. You know what somebody wanted. You know what I'm saying? Rick Ross had hustling.
Yeah. No,
one streets, and then the next thing you know, he had all that. He came and you're like, oh no, this guy's here to stay. So this girl's acting like she's here to stay.
Yeah, no, I see it.
Hey, you know what I mean?
No, I know exactly what you mean. So, like right now in the music game, through this quarantine, do you feel like artists? Obviously, we should always put out music. Do we hold back to wait till things get better, or do we just act like?
I think we make music. I mean, Drake ain't stopping. Drake putting out Left Foot Up, Right Foot Out, and going #1. I think right now while everybody's home, they're forced to listen to music. This is a great time to put out music. It's a great time to put out music. Also, way more inexpensive to put out music. So like, me and you, we like $500,000 videos. We like doing big boys. I seen the Tony Braxton video the other day where it's just her on the iPhone. That's the video.
Yeah, nah, I get it.
Drake shot that video as a #1 in his house.
Yeah, nah, in his house.
You can shoot your video running around your house. Like,
yeah, I'm cooking. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready.
You ain't doing nothing wrong. It's what it is right now.
No, I know.
You can't go nowhere.
But what I'm saying is, like, I agree with you, and I'm happy that we getting stuff from people. I just feel like the reason why I asked you because I'm working on my project, and I was like, I'm never racing, and I'm never in no rush to do nothing. But it's always good knowing that, you're building the foundation and you're ready to go when it's time. But what I was saying was,
do you want to hear good news or sad news?
Before you tell me the good news, I never want to hear sad news. But let me just tell you something. I want to be on my project. I want to be one of them projects where when things get better, I'm here to make it greater. You know what I'm saying? Like, meaning as in, like, because you're gonna need some of those projects too, though, Joe. I'm saying, like, when things get better, you're gonna need some of them albums and some of them hits, some of them anthems that make you feel
better
and greater. And that's where I come in. You know what I'm saying? Right now they opening the country up phase 1, phase 2, which I'm staying home. But what I'm saying is, but we're gonna know as people when things are some type of way that's better to make us feel like it's okay to function a little more outside the house. And I feel like when that time comes, I'm coming.
Here's the problem. We don't know if that time is coming.
No, I know. That's why I have an answer for that
too. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Not sad news, but reality news. We never thought we'd be stuck home. We never thought a virus was going to come that we can't see that's killing a ton of people. So you can't say, yo, I got these heat rocks and I'm going to hold them till it gets, a year from now, we'll get it. Like, that's something you got to really think about.
I got the answer.
And I know you like your face on Times Square. I know you want to do Ellen DeGeneres.
Joe, it's not
you're Khaled. I know you want to do Ellen DeGeneres.
No, Joe.
Square.
Like, I swear, it's not even so much that. It's more like, I want to be out there and like, just be out there and like, and I'm not saying, because obviously we ain't going to be normal for a while. They hitting us with this new talk, the new normal.
I don't like that.
And I'm, I get it. And, I have the answer is if we don't know when it's at, I'm ready. I'm making an album.
Yeah, you ready?
Is my single ready? Is my single ready? I'm ready.
I made a mistake. I never built the studio in my house. Big mistake, bro.
Yeah.
Big mistake.
Joe, I got studios in the crib. I got the warehouse studio. I got the studio. I gotta have studio around me at all times.
Yeah, dumb. I was really dumb.
Even if it's just to play music, I gotta.
Yeah.
It's
I never knew this would happen, Khaled.
Huh?
For me, going to the studio is like therapy. I go every night, hang out with the guys. I don't smoke, but I watch them smoke. We talk about LeBron James, who's hot. Studio is work / hang out with the guys, clubhouse. And then I was like, so I always wanted to keep home separated from the studio, but that's not the case no more.
Yeah, I always was like that too. But what's so good about a home studio is it's your home and it's for you. It's not for everybody to come while you work. It's not for everybody to come listen unless you want it to be. It's really for you to come in your boxers and your white tee, you know what I'm saying? And just, you might catch a vibe. You might want to lay an idea down. You might want to lay a verse down. Or you might want to hear beats. Or you might, you know what I'm saying? You might have want to produce a beat. It's just, it's whatever you want.
It's a necessity right now. It's an essential.
Yeah.
If you're an artist, get a studio in your house if you could. It's an essential.
It's important, man. Yo, Joe Crack, man, thank you for rocking with us.
I love you, man. Shout out to B-App. Yo, B-App, thanks for having us. You already know. It's the Charv Yondon train.
No, listen. Hey, yo, B-App. Lenny S. B-App. We got to get Joe Crack part of the B-App family. I think it's important because, me just kicking it with Joe with these stories, I really commend you, Joe. And before I let you go, the things that you've been doing, you are one of the greatest MCs. You have your own up in the NYC stores. You're an incredible father, but you're also incredible. What do they call this? What we're doing right now? What do they call it?
I think we're commentators, like journalists. Commentators.
Do they call it journalists? Like
journalists, and then when we speak on stuff, it's commentating. And so what happens is, let me tell you something. There's nothing wrong with this, Khaled, because if you look at the NBA, the NFL, Major League Baseball. A-Rod is a commentator now. Big Papi Ortiz from Boston commentator.
That's
so
right.
It is a natural progression, and hip-hop is growing. And there's nothing wrong with us. This is the new ESPN.
No, you know what? Yo, Joe, I never thought about it like that. That was a beautiful way of looking at it. Like for instance, D Wade is now
commentating.
A-Rod. But let's speak, those are shows that I personally love. And I'm excited to see our idols and people that we respect and inspire by after they retire from basketball or whatever, and still be able to talk that talk because it's so authentic. You know what I'm saying? And I love that. But what I love the most about it is like your show is sucker free. And you said that one day on your show. And I said, man.
You told me I should say it all the time. It's sucker free. It is.
Yeah, but I just feel like that needs to be the slogan, the Fat Joe Show.
You want to know why? Because something
sucker free. You know what I'm saying? The sucker free is the hit. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Because think about it.
If
you request your booker, say your booker requests to interview blah, blah, blah. They're going to say, yo, the Fat Joe Show wants you to get you on the show. And that person is going to say, oh, man, you mean the show that's sucker free? Of course I'm available. Of course.
Yeah, you know what happens is, I realize, Khaled, artists, people think all artists want to be private into themselves. They really don't. They want to talk about their experiences and their legacies and their families. They just want to trust the person they talking to. They don't want nobody there trying to jam them up, trying to do the donkey. You know what I'm saying?
Now that was a beautiful way you said it, man, because at the end of the day, it's just about really putting good energy out there.
People calling me. Let me tell you something. Lil Wayne asked me to be on the show. Lil Wayne don't talk to nobody.
No, I know.
He don't want to, but he been watching, and he says, all right, I could get the right interview off with Joe, because I know Joe, he gonna let me be me and talk what I talk and not come with the fuck shit.
I know, but what I'm saying is, and I want to say this for the world to hear. Everybody that's watching and listening, you do know that you can get great ratings by showing love and just being positive and just being authentic and not trying to go left. You do know you can get good ratings still. You do know that, right?
You did it all with love. And let me tell you something. I was watching this movie on Instagram, not Instagram, on Netflix, and it was Medici, all in the Roman times, and it was about church and the Pope and all that. And this guy got up there, this 1,000 years ago, and he was like, yo, there's a new currency, there's a new this, there's a new that. It's called love. We're going to lead by love.
That's what I'm trying to
tell it. 1,000 years ago, I'm looking at this, I'm like, yo, it's always been available.
Yeah,
and of course it wants to spread love.
And you're still gonna be able to come across and get what people want to hear. You know what I'm saying? It's the way it's called respect and love. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I love about your show. And the reason why I said that, whoever owns B-App, the CEO, the chairman, I want to see Joe Crack, part of the B-App family. Matter of fact, all the fans that, Joe, I don't know if you know B-App, they incredible. You see right here? These are all the fans. There's trillions of people. I could talk to them while they're talking.
See it.
Yeah, right here. They're talking to us right now.
Oh, I know that. I know that.
And
I need all the fans to want the Fat Joe Show on B-App.
Let's get the Fat Joe Show on the B-App. You know what I'm saying? Joe, I love you. Thank you, man.
I love you too. I'll see you tomorrow.
After tonight, I got so much updates for you.
I need it bad.
We the biggest in the game, and we never stopping us on everything. On everything I love. Joe Crack, love. Man, shout out to Joe Crack, man. I feel like talking to Joe Crack right now was like me just on a regular conversation when I FaceTime him or if he FaceTime me, and we just kick it, man. You know, that's my family, and that's a legend in the game. You know what I'm saying? Like he opened doors up for brothers like me and a lot of other brothers and sisters in the music game, and just talking to a legend and an icon like that is incredible. But also to be a friend, and I don't know if y'all know I'm the godfather of his daughter, Azzy. We love you, and it's just incredible. You know what I'm saying? And this B app, what we're gonna be doing with B app, you're gonna get conversations kind of like this with some other friends of mine, and we're gonna schedule other friends, and we're gonna be kicking it. We're gonna have some real conversations about music, about life, what's going on now with this quarantine. We're gonna be talking stuff. We're gonna put smiles on people's faces. We're gonna make you laugh, but they all gonna be real conversations. You know what I'm saying? And that's the key, that they're real conversations. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't have no script. I ain't have nothing. I could have talked to him for 10 hours. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the way it goes when you're dealing with Khaled. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a journalist. I'm not a I'm a hip hop mogul. I'm a hip hop father. I'm a hip hop producer. I'm a hip hop DJ. I'm a hip hop artist. I'm an entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? To be real with you, I feel like I'm Michael Jordan. Yeah. Yeah. I'm speaking of that. Make sure y'all tune in to The Last Dance tomorrow. And it's been great kicking it with y'all, man. Like I'm just getting used to it. It's my first time being on B app, so I can talk here. I'm gonna type in how y'all like the vibes, how you like today, how you like the show, how you like the show, the show. Um, so I'm actually seeing the fans talking to me right now, and I just replied and said how y'all like the show. They're saying digging it, Brazil in the house. Oh, I love it. Like you know what I'm saying, people just showing pure love, and I appreciate that, man, because you know I want to thank B App again for making this and choosing me and thinking about me to kick it with all the fans, because that's what I'm about, fan love. So shout out fan love. Everybody throwing their fire emojis. You know what I'm saying? Um, and it's showing love, man. Let me say thank you. Hold on, thank you. And say, and you know what's so crazy? Technology. You know what I'm saying? It's really kicking in through this pandemic. You know, we've been having this technology for a long time, and with me personally, we really grateful for the technology. You know what I'm saying? For our phones and FaceTime to see our family members we can't see, or our friends. I'm making music and going over ideas with artists and other great producers I'm working with, and over the FaceTime. You know what I'm saying? And to be able to talk to trillions of people right now is incredible. It's incredible. You know what I'm saying? People saying, Cal, when's that new single coming? It's coming. It's coming. It's been ready. It's ready. And tomorrow, I don't know if y'all know, is the anniversary of my last album called Father of Assad. It will be the 1 year anniversary tomorrow. Speaking of the anniversary, we have a big surprise. We have a big surprise, a big accomplishment that I'm very proud of. I'm very proud of, man. And I'm proud of my We the Best team, my Rock Nation management. Thank you for my We the Best Rock Nation management. And shout out to my Epic Sony team. I'm grateful to have great partners and great people around me. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I want. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna end the show off with a little talk for y'all. And I just want to be clear. It's important that we keep good, great people around us. And people that don't want to be around you, and you know, hey, then that's on them. You know what I'm saying? Um, I just want you to always keep your circle tight. You know what I mean? Keep good, beautiful people around you, people that want to work, people that love, and people that embrace positivity and not vultures and not people that gonna bring you down. And nobody in this world owe nobody nothing. We all have the same 24 hours. We all breathe the same air. And all we ask for people to be around us with love, positivity. Be around people that will motivate you, inspire you. That's going to push you to be great. I promise you. The more work you put in, the more the victory is. And the more you're going to enjoy the victory. But also, when you're around people that you love and they love you back, so beautiful. I told some of my team the other day that I don't have friends. I have family. And when I say I have family, I consider my fans family. I consider my blood family family. I consider my We the Best Team Rock Nation family. So I just want to say thank you to everybody supporting me from day one. Now we family. Peace. Be at. Be the best. Tomorrow, big announcement. Big accomplishment. Another one. Upon the head top.